Hey guys, how are you? Good to be back with you. A couple of comments, reviews. Yes, what's he up to? So Ethereum in deep trouble was the video. Just a quick shout out. Firstly, my marvelous commenters are very wise to you spammers. You'll be multiple time ticked as spam. You'll be moved straight to hell for a review. If you're Zilliqua, Dent, all these other bastardly, crappy, guerrilla marketing piles of crap, you will end up in my held for review, and you will just go straight to the spam. So you post on this channel, my good community of Freeview subscribers, and even my premium guys who watch the YouTubes when they've got the bandwidth, will clear you out. In the likely spam folder, you'll be in there as well. You won't survive. Don't even bother doing it. We are crushing you, con artists. It's great news to see, and well done to the published comments. Also just galvanizing each other and blocking it. So this was about Ethereum. This is the feedback. This guy says I'm a failed trader. Someone else says he's an F-bag holder. Posted the bearish call on Twitter a few hours before the major spill. Thank you, that is true. In actual fact, I've been shorting Ethereum for a rather long time. This Ethereum to drop sub $400 was a clip that I posted as a major bear of Ethereum, and I've been in and out of shorts on Ethereum repeatedly before this and since this. By the way, for those that care to know the truth, this is a video on Ethereum to drop $4,000. This video was done March 17, 2018, guys. We're in September now. Long before everyone suddenly start talking about ERC20 tokens and this and that to fall, we were on it. Now, I'm not trying to brag. I hate people who come in the big I am. We set up top here that this should fall. This is just applying a method, and you can do it too. So there's nothing special or unique about me. I don't like people that position themselves as all-seeing gurus. But what I don't need to hear from folk is people who haven't been following the channel. We've been bearish all along. Grind lines. We said that level would run. It bounced very weakly. We took and traded that. Yes, that little red squeeze is one of the many squeezes we caught on this coin, selling it short. And I've said in my premium, and you guys can hear it now on Freeview, it's our belief that this key structural level will run. This is Ethereum Bitcoin, in case it wasn't obvious to you. So in terms of some of those comments that we're getting, they're just we've been short bearish from 400 well above 400. That was when we were saying it was going to drop down through 400 in March. People wouldn't believe me, and they were writing all sorts of comments like that. So thank you. You are right. Sorry, mate, you're wrong. But you know, I tolerate trolls to a degree. And then there's some people that just don't need tolerating, and every third time I do a comment review, there's just squash the arseholes. Does this guy ever shut the fuck up? Actually, if you don't like hearing or listening, allow me to make sure you never have to suffer again. You can be gone. You're obviously an asshole. We don't need complete assholes. If you don't want to watch, please don't. You're not doing me any favors. I'm quite cool with blocking, guys. I don't have a subscription model. I don't care about numbers. I'm not looking for a little glass plaque that says, well done, you've got 100,000 from YouTube, because I'm doing whatever. I have a totally different revenue. I'd rather have a small group of people that dig what we do and appreciate what we do. So I will every now and then crush a few arseholes. We've been short Ethereum for a long time, and we've continued to assert it. We aren't always right. We've got a lot wrong, and we fail in front of you all, and some will come and do the yay and boo, and on every third event I'll crush a few of them if I'm tired of them. But the truth is, I don't care. We're doing great. And we will continue to do great. That doesn't mean every month was great. August was crap for me, but it's it's working. So let's get on with it, and in that rather self-indulgent start, let's get rid of the WhatsApp. It's so noisy. got my speaker on and it pings in my ear all day. So we did say after this run, this would be very bearish. So HVF method, this is something for you to learn. And this is the value of a program and a course. If you run that level, you will, it's an invalidation of the original bullishness of this. That means a lot more downside on balance of probabilities. Nothing's a guarantee. And so that's how it is. You probably can't see much in all those lines, so we'll drop time frames just to capture that. This bearish run has seen consistently things perform. We traded this, we got a beautiful spill. Then we got another wind up, beautiful spill to target. Now we're in here and you're just getting a rally moment. You're just getting a rally moment after running your second interim. We were in each of the key levels, but I haven't kept and stayed 100% sure all the time, because you don't absolutely know. In hindsight, you say, hey, why the hell not? All the ERC guys are doing whatever. You don't know how it's going to pan out. Now, everybody that wouldn't accept that it would trade through 400s, all calling 100 and below 100, and all of them are experts, and they were all pumping bulls on the upside, and now they're all smart bears on the downside. When you first to come out with it, when everyone still thinks Ethereum sliced bread, they don't want to hear it. That's the most valuable point. Being short then, it was the second most liquid crypto in the market. You could have moved big amounts and you could have taken a lot out of this market, and it's been worse than BTC as we showed. So let's just drop down hourly. So that was that small wind up. Now sometimes you get strength and you pump. After you've made a confluence of levels and the patterns are getting smaller, you eventually start to get a bullish reaction. But not this time, buddies. Not this time at all. We have just been super weak, Ethereum, and it keeps giving good structure to the downside. Does that mean every pattern will always succeed? Eventually one will fail. These are all quite small time frame ones. Eventually one will fail. So we've just spilled. This was our draw. There's your stop. There's your entry. Now I actually traded Ripple on this because I was off it, so I wasn't even in this one. I drew it retrospectively after I saw it was spilling so well as well. Keeping it. And I try not to have too many trades on at a time. We're trading in some senses the same thing. Ripple was in an inverted for me, but most of the time Ethereum's been my go-to guy for this bear market. It's been safer short than Bitcoin. The altcoins are slipping. If you look at the market cap, the alts are spilling. Look at that run on the alts. New low. It can't even hold a line to give us an inverted HVF. That's Ethereum and its ilk dipping like that. And Ripple. Those big market cap alts that you can kill. The BTC one only just crossing through that. So there'll be no inverted HVF, no rally. That scenario cast is not going to happen, and that's cool. We weren't saying it's going to happen. It's just, hey, if you're coming to me, come to me. If you're not, you're not. This is just a bleed out. This is just a bleed out. There's no one got a line in the sand here. And this is why we've kept getting on Ethereum setups. And now it's having a little bit of a rally. Where's the target? 169 for here. But what happened after this last target? It didn't take too long. You got one pump rally. I say pump rally. Pumps for like bullishness. You got one piece of impulsive price behavior with two 15-minute moves up. Very quickly ran into a legacy key level of significance. Started to sell off. I drew those 4 grind lines. It was in each one. It kept slipping. It slipped out of it. It returned move. You got your second impulse. That looked like a flat bottom setup, but no. It came back. That's where it can be treacherous like that. That second impulse, then the third, it formed a little better because I was initially modeling that. That grind line got broken here. This grind line got broken here. You could have been short a lot earlier. Underneath it, capturing at least 3 points on the low. So you're getting a hammer and a major turn and engulfing at each of those points. There, and there. And then you get a spill, return move, spill. And here you get a hammer, an engulfing, a hammer again, and a grind across the top. A grind across the top. That's where you get your spill. You get your spill. Then you trigger the traditional entry, the just-in-time entry. You go into a perfect bear flag for your feign and your break and feign back in. There you go. Second chance. Boom, pennant. Boom, second interim run. And probability is, on balance of probabilities, you will see 169.51 be run, and it will run through it. But then at some point, you will get a bit of this kind of price action again. So you have to time. You want to get these bits of the sell-off, unless you're okay with holding it all the way and you leave some of your position the whole way. That will also depend on Bitcoin then. At some point we might start getting a bid. The bid on Bitcoin is that we're going to get a shoulder, a possible scenario. We don't know that we're going to get anything. We're going to get a possible shoulder and then a W bottom, because we had a grind line there. We suspected it would be broken, which sets up a break and then another remove. So that gives you a W bottom. Instead of the head just being a head for your inverted head and shoulders, you get a rally that loses because of the grind line, back down, then you push back up strongly. This will give the alts temporary relief. Then you might get a right shoulder, and then you may even get a break and start working it up. All those charging on the alt weakness will arrive just at the wrong time, but they were mocking you when you were saying, hey, Ethereum is going to run through $400 in March of this year. Yeah, sometimes, you guys, come on. Okay, anyway, we're all human and we aren't always right either. But some of the comments are just so low level. So that's my take for crypto. A lot of people are going to start really jumping in and getting excited and too short at just the wrong moment. This is the one I want. No, it's not. Where's the ETH shorts? The ETH shorts, is that it? There. So the ETH shorts are at extreme highs, and whilst they did have a little bit of a sell-off, it looks like they are re-girding their loins for a new push. I think until we run 169, if we are to do that, they can go higher. But it would be good actually to see some of the short exposure come off and relax a little bit. It would be good to see it come off and relax. Let's just take BTC to get the BTC short exposure. BTC USD shorts. And we'll have a look at that. And still quite high. Still quite high. Still quite high. Still quite high and rebuilding again, but that's because it's near lows. So this is why I still feel this needs to get another spike down, and that Bitcoin at some point will put a bit of backbone back into the crypto market, and then for a while there'll be temporary respite on the alts, and that will continue, but I don't think it will be overt omnipotent strength, but it'll probably give you rising wedge with a pump, a bit of sideways, pump, but not as big, a little bit of sideways, and we get a upwards slanting rising wedge. Okay, good. That's it. I am done. That's my take for what's happening, and the poor Ethereum and the vid that we said, deep trouble in Ethereum land, which is this one, Ethereum in deep trouble, which followed our earlier March vid, is there for all to see, and it is one of my favorites for shorting because it's got proper liquidity. You can get it on Bitfinex, you can get it on BitMEX, although you have to hold Bitcoin on BitMEX, and I don't always want to do that. I want to use fiat at the moment. Unfortunately for now, the dollar is strong. Can I have the video back, please? Let's see, will it give it to me? No, it won't. Oh dear, oh dear, it's gone all pear-shaped. But anyway, that's the news. Play safe, be careful because there might be a little bit of shock pumps to come, but I still think the 169's got to happen first before that's going to goes down. And as I say, we are sanitizing our comment sections. If you want to be a complete jerk, go somewhere else or just get blocked. And as for the spammers, my team and the crew of the people commenting recognize what kind of YouTube channel we want, and they're reporting you, so don't even bother. Your comment won't last a minute. Bye for now. Play nice. Speak to you all soon.